What you're looking at is a working prediction market platform running fully on-chain. I built this in under an hour, and I didn't write a single line of smart contract code. I built it on Base Sepolia, the testnet, so you can follow along for free. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build your own. So, what does it actually take to run a prediction market? You need somewhere for people to place orders and get matched with someone on the other side. You need to hold everyone's money without touching it. You need to settle every trade. When the event is over, you need to decide what happened and pay out with no way to rig it. And you need an app for all of it. That's months of engineering in a team before a single trade happens. It's why there are only a handful of these. OddMaki already built that part. You bring the markets, the audience, and the brand. OddMaki is the engine. Anyone can build on it. Before we build, here's why you can trust this. OddMaki is open source and public. The code is on GitHub, every component, every repo, public, and the live contract is verified on Base. You can read all of it line by line. It's also permissionless. That means no gatekeeper. No one approves you before you launch, no one can shut you down once you have, and no one, including me, can freeze your funds or change how a market resolves. The rules live in the contract, in the open, the same for everyone. Step one, create your venue. One note before we start, we're building this on Base Sepolia, the testnet. It works exactly like Base, but it's free, and it's where you should always build first before you go to mainnet. Here's the OddMaki dApp. I connect my wallet. You'll need a little testnet ETH for gas. It's free, you grab it from a faucet. When you go live on Base later, gas is real, but it's only cents. Now I hit create venue, I give it a name, I set my fee, the trade fee, my venue charges anywhere from 1 to 200 basis points. I'll set 1%, then access, who can list markets and who can trade, fully open, a whitelist, an NFT or token gated. I'll leave both open so anyone can use it. Confirm, my wallet signs one transaction. The venue is registered on-chain, no deploy fee, no approval, and no waiting. Step two, the front end. Here's the venue starter, a full prediction market dApp in Next.js. I'll fork it, not clone it. Forking keeps a link back to the original, so when the starter gets updates, you can pull them in and your fork shows up on your GitHub. Now I can clone it from my own repo. There's a config file, theme.config, for the branding. I changed the name, the colors, and the logo. Now configure the environment variables. Then I pointed at the venue ID I just created. Then install and run it locally. There it is. My venue, my brand, reading straight from the chain, no backend. Now I can push it to Versal, and it's live. Step three, list a market. A market is a question with a clean answer. I'll make a price market. Will ETH be above a set price at a set time? Price markets resolve straight from a price feed with no human in the loop. I set the strike, I set the resolution time, and confirm. There's my market, live in my own venue, ready to trade. For markets, a human has to judge, like an election or a bill passing. Resolution runs through the UMA protocol instead. Also permissionless. I'm using a price market here because it resolves on camera in seconds. Step four, trade. This market is brand new, so let's watch how the very first trade happens. I place a buy order up at 40 cents, nothing fills. There's no one on the other side yet, so my order rests in the order book at my price. This is a real order book, not a pricing curve. Now I'll connect a second wallet. It buys down at 60 cents. My 40 on up and its 60 on down add up to $1. So the protocol fills both at once. It takes the combined dollar, mints one fresh pair of shares, and hands the up to me and the down to the other wallet. Nobody had to already own a share. The two orders created them. Here's my filled up position, and here's the trade on chain. Step 5, resolution. This market's close time has passed, so it's ready to settle. Watch what this button actually does. When the market was created, the close time was locked into the contract. Clicking resolve just delivers the official signed price from that exact moment. The contract checks the signature, checks the timestamp, compares the price to the strike, and settles. But the click doesn't choose the outcome. It hands the contract the evidence, and the contract is the authority. Submit a wrong price, a wrong moment, or a fake signature, and it rejects it. The answer was always going to be the same, no matter who clicked or when. The winning side redeems and done. That's the whole loop. You created a venue, forked and branded a front end, listed a market, took a trade, and resolved it on chain with no one in the middle. Your platform, your brand, your fees on infrastructure you can verify and nobody can censor or take down. Everything here is linked below. The contract, the dApp, the repo, and the docs. You don't need anyone's permission to start. Go build one.